So the work of Parliament is representation, legislation, and oversight. Very clear, it's written there in the Constitution. Parliament is not supposed to be implementing. Parliament is supposed to be oversighting. It's not oversighting. Secondly, there is only two levels of devolution. There's, national and one level, county. Constituency is not an element of devolution. Devolution remains at the county. Down there, the constituency, the county government does implementation of the projects. I'm saying, correct. Down at the constituency, it's the county government. By the national government is supposed to do national projects, and we go down there. And there are functions which are clearly been assigned. Functions which have been clearly been assigned to the national government. I will tell you, your legislatures, and a very famous English politician said that I may not agree with what you have to say, but I shall defend until death your right to say it. So listen to me. Let me say it. And then you'll have a chance to come and respond. So I'm telling you, I know that sometimes the truth is very bitter. I was there, and we discussed with the Karue when he was moving around to bring the CDF. The CDF was brought because of circumstances that were prevailing at that time. In those days, with a centralized system of government, there were very little resources which are going down to the counties. And that's the reason why the Harambee became the major ways of mobilizing resources. Sometimes you find nearly 100 cards in your desk for Harambees here and there. Whenever the president moved around to counties, to the districts, and then we'll be addressing people. People will come up to tell them their problems. Mtukufu Rais, hapa kwetu barabara ni mbaya sana, haipitiki. Mvua ikinyesha kuna matope, barabara haipitiki. Mtukufu Rais, hapa kwetu shule yetu hapa, juzi mvua ilinyesha na upepo kaja katoa paa, watoto sasa wanasoma chini ya mti hapa. Mtukufu Rais, hapa kwetu hakuna maji. Mtukufu Rais, hatuna stima na kadhalika. When he stand to respond, to say, ni mnasema barabara ni mbaya, mnasema hospitali hakuna dawa, mnasema upepo imechukua paa ya nyumba, mjumbe wenu anafanya nini? Yeye anapiga tu kelele kule kwa bunge, anapiga tu kelele kwa bunge, hajali mambo ya maendeleo kwake. Kwa hiyo mimi nitatumia mtu kuja kufanya harambee, lakini leo mimi nitatoa pesa ya kujenga hiyo shule, ambayo kujenga hiyo nyumba, nitatoa pesa na kadhalika. That was the end of it. So the MP was the one who was being blamed for the failure of the national government to do certain things in their constituency. And that's the reason why we came up with the idea of CDF. That was at that time. Exactly that time. But then the constituency is now falls under the devolved government, which is being led by the governors. So constituency is not a devolved unit. And members of parliament themselves should not be involved in development. because there's supposed to be oversighting. There's supposed to be oversighting. If you have yourself being involved in construction of roads, building of schools, hospitals, who is going to oversight you? Who is oversighting you? So, Mr. President, I hold very clearly that these MPs know that they should not have any business in trying to implement projects in their constituency. Implementation of projects should be left to the county government. Secondly, the oversight, the national parliament oversight the national government, whether it is the National Assembly or the Senate. Oversighting of governors, the responsibility of MCAs, members of the county assembly, not the senators. It's not the responsibility of the Senate to oversight. Senate wasting time of governors to come and answer questions about roads in the counties. And thirdly, the issue of extortion. The issues of extortion. Majority Leader, you talked of, you didn't talk of extortion, you talked of lobbying. Lobbying is okay. In the US, you've got lobby firms which are formed to lobby the members of the Congress. They come to lobby, they're known, they're officially registered as lobbyists. They come to lobby the members of parliament. But lobbying is a different thing from extortion. From extortion. That you have a member, every committee has got a member who is in the how do you call him? Welfare bungi is giving a very, very image of parliament, that members of parliament should not be soliciting funds from because you see, listen to me, you know, the environment that we are creating here in this country is very, very hostile to investments. Foreign investors who come to the country bring their resources in the country to invest it here. And when they bring their resources, when they find there's too much bureaucracy and there's too much extortion, they run away. Private capital is risk shy. And when, for example, somebody has come with his resources to start a project, and then you find somebody beginning to make noise that, oh, this project has not been approved. This project has not been approved. Or this project is being corruptly implemented. They run away. And delaying of the projects. And you find a situation where members of parliament inviting parastatals and so on, and even purporting to be cancelling projects that have been signed. That is the work of the executive, not the work of the legislature. So legislature should not be competing with the executive in terms of implementation of projects. Allow the executive to implement and just correct them when they go wrong. That's the country will develop. Create a healthy environment for implementation of projects in the country. Then this country will develop. I know I'm being too honest with you people. And I know that the facts, the truth sometimes is so painful, but I think it is important to say this to honorable members of parliament.
It was drama and tension in Karen as ODM leader Raila Odinga faced open hostility from members of parliament during a high-stakes joint parliamentary group meeting co-chaired with President William Ruto. Raila, who has long held that lawmakers should stick to their constitutional mandate of Legislation and Oversight dropped a political bombshell when he called for the scrapping of the National Government Constituency Development Fund, CDF. But the moment his words sank in, the room erupted. MPs, many visibly angered, heckled, grumbled, and rejected Raila's proposal outright, forcing President Ruto to step in, gesturing for calm so his political ally could finish his statement. Unshaken by the hostility, Raila fired back, insisting that MPs should leave development to county governments, adding that they were elected to make laws, not manage projects. Let us not shy away from the truth, Raila declared, his voice firm over the murmurs. You are lawmakers, not engineers or contractors. The blunt remarks exposed a deep rift. MPs protective of their constituency, funds that have long boosted their local political influence, were in no mood to entertain Raila's reformist call. The incident now raises fresh questions. Is Raila pushing for a true constitutional order, or is he touching a political live wire that could split his uneasy coalition with Ruto right down the middle? One thing is clear, the CDF debate is far from over, and Raila has just thrown kerosene on a raging political fire. From all of us here at Sauti Mzalendo, stay safe, stay engaged, and keep the conversation going. Until next time, keep believing in a better, stronger nation.